Can you guess who we're talking about today? Just take a wild guess. I wonder. Andrew Hozier Byrne, aka Ireland's Forest Father, or basically Ireland's patron saint, because this man is an icon. I feel like people who know of Hozier are divided into two categories. One category just absolutely loves him, listens to him so much, and then the other category is like, hey, I know that one song, Take Me to Church, and he's probably fallen off since then, right? Obviously, that's not the case. In November this year, Ireland is electing their next president, and I feel like if Hozier was Ireland's next president, things would be great, and 99% of the country would be very, very happy with that decision, even though the president we have now is incredible. Well, it's better than having Conor McGregor as our president, because that's embarrassing. But I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about Hozier's favorite movie, because that is what I'm going to be watching today, and I am so excited for it. I honestly cannot wait. I feel like I can speak for every other Irish person ever. We're just really proud of who he is as a person, because he just seems like a very, very lovely, caring, passionate person. I've been very, very lucky, and I've gotten to see Hozier twice. Once in a tiny little venue where I actually got the set list. How cool. And then I also got to see him in Belfast, where I got this poster, and hopefully I'm going to get a chance to see him a few more times. Hozier is also my girlfriend's favorite artist, so this video just feels extremely right to watch Hozier's favorite movie. Just like, I don't know why I haven't made this video yet, but I haven't, but it's happening today. It's happening today. Hozier's favorite movie, after a little bit of research, is The Blues Brothers. I know nothing about this movie, but it's also like a classic that I feel like I should have watched many, many years ago. And as far as I know, it's obviously about blues, like music, so it feels kind of fitting. I know nothing about this movie. I just know that it's over 2 hours long, and I'm going to go watch it and stop talking. But my expectations are that it's just going to have a lot of music. It's going to be really fun. And then after I watch it, we can talk about it and see if I can understand why it's Hozier's favorite movie, because obviously I'm trying to develop that parasocial relationship, get to know Hozier more. It feels, do you call him Andrew or Hozier? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go watch this movie. Up Hozier, up movies. Let's go.
Holy shit!
This is definitely such a stupid thing to say, but my only kind of like knowledge of the Blues Brothers was from an episode of Drake and Josh where they dressed up as the Blues Brothers, and every single time I've heard of the Blues Brothers, from then on, all I imagined was just Drake and Josh, which is like extremely embarrassing, because this is like a movie that ticks all of the boxes for me. This was so fun. I feel like the only version we could find online though was the extended version, so that was 2.5 hours, and my laptop kept going crazy. So this took us 3.5 hours to watch. I feel like I know the Blues Brothers personally, and I know how their hectic life feels, because this movie was manic, insane, over the top, filled with so many funny moments, so many beautiful moments of music, and I just had such a good time. I wrote a few notes. I can't even speak anymore. I wrote down a few notes about this movie that I want to tell you about. I want to tell you a little bit about this movie and give you my thoughts on the film. Did I enjoy it? Did I not enjoy it? I've already kind of told you that I did enjoy it, but anyway, it's about Jake Blues, who just got released from prison, and he wants to put his old band back together to save the Catholic home where he and his brother Elwood were raised. I know very, very little history about the Blues Brothers, but kind of what I know is that there were two comedians in like real life, and they put together like a joke band, and then the kind of like comedy band actually did extremely well. They got a following, they made an album, and then they made this movie. I could be incredibly wrong. I probably am incredibly wrong, but that's kind of like the little bit of context that I know about the Blues Brothers, and I feel like if I knew more about them, I would appreciate this movie even more. I feel like the most iconic thing about this movie, aside from kind of like the costumes and the performances and the way the two brothers kind of like go along their days, and kind of like just the brothers themselves, is the music. I cannot believe Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles are in this movie. The song choices just complement all the scenes incredibly well. I watched this with my girlfriend, and we were literally like almost dancing through some scenes of this movie. This movie felt extremely energetic. I'm going to be saying this so often, and I don't even know if it's the correct thing to say, but this movie just felt like a love letter to Chicago and just a big celebration of music and community. And by the end of this, I walked away with my heart extremely full. This movie, in a way, is not meant to be taken seriously because this is just kind of two brothers goofing around, trying to put a band back together. That's kind of like the general storyline, but in the midst of it, it's just things that are extremely funny. They're just bits that make no sense. For example, there is a car chase scene where there are like 50 cop cars, things are flying in the sky, cars jump and they're kind of like falling from space, time doesn't make sense, things just levitate and move on their own, and all of the comedy is slapstick and deadpan, and it's delivered in this like weird absurdist tone. It's a very specific type of humor, but if you're into it, well obviously you're gonna like it. And I feel like this movie is a cult classic because it's just unapologetically chaotic and it just mixes all of the genres. There's so much commentary on race, class, and music as just a unifying force. Carrie Fletcher is also in this movie, and she literally just walks around with rocket launchers, explosives, flamethrowers, just trying to end the lives of these brothers. It is so random, but like in the best way. Kind of reminded me of Vacation mixed with True Stories, David Byrne's True Stories. It felt like just a combination of those two movies into one. And the thing that this movie gets so right is how they use music, because in a lot of musical movies, it's the music that's actually the problem, because it just feels like they shove in the hits and you're kind of like, okay, we know the song, we're going to sing along, but it adds nothing to the story. But all the music in here is so cleverly integrated and it works so well, and that's why like it just works. It just works. And I can definitely see this movie being extremely inspiring to future like buddy movies or like musical comedies, because this came out in 1980. This definitely paved the way for so many movies that we all love. This is the last time I'm going to say it, I promise, but I'm so happy I decided to watch Hozier's favorite movie, The Blues Brothers. That was such a fun time. Please let me know if you've watched this movie. What is your opinion on the iconic The Blues Brothers? I can't believe it took me till 2025 to watch this, but hey, better late than never. I'm very happy that I got a chance to watch this movie, especially with my girlfriend, because she obviously loves Hozier, and this movie just feels right to watch with somebody else. But that's everything I have to say about this movie. Please let me know what you think of this film, and if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. But that's everything I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.